Hello Gemini, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we begin with a Seven of Cups. Now, this is, I think, the confidence that you have. This card is about optimism, you know? And I think it was the Greeks who kind of said that they were optimists because things couldn't get any worse, you know? And I don't know if they meant that tongue-in-cheek, but I feel like there's some truth to that. You know, I feel like we have to stay positive, especially when things are not going in the most ideal way. Things will get better, okay? That things will improve. And I feel like you're someone that doesn't give up hope, you know, that you at least can recognize when things are not going the right way, you know, rather than just convincing ourselves that, oh, everything's fine, everything's fine. No, you recognize things are not fine, and I've got to do something to help improve things, right? So this is a really intensely honest card. Right? And this is, you're not deluding yourself into thinking that something is anything other than what it truly is. You're seeing things for what they are. And that, I think, is a very important thing. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what is going on. We've got a Four of Swords, interesting. Art or Temperance card. We've got a Prince of Cups. Ooh, Empress, very nice. And a Nine of Cups. Look at that. Yes, this is good. I can't believe what we're seeing here. With the Four of Swords here, I kind of feel as if you're not lamenting the Seven of Cups, right? You're not angry at life. You're not angry at what is not working out. I think you're staying confident, you're staying on task, you're staying on point, you're staying on course with this Temperance card here, and you're realizing that if I put in the effort, here's that Empress, if I contribute my efforts, if I continue doing the good work, then I'll bring about this happiness, this fullness, this satisfaction, this bliss in my life, right? So you're not getting discouraged by this. Okay, so the Four of Swords is kind of an indifference. It says, well, things are not ideal right now, and that's just the way they are. I'm going to continue working toward the perfection, the fulfillment, the love, the beauty, the joy, right? We're not giving up on hope. We're not giving up on love. Two of Swords. The Magician, very nice. Three of Wands and Four of Cups. Interesting. So we've got the Four and the Four, right? And it's kind of this, to me, this feels like an indifference. You know, this feels like, you know, things are not perfect, right? We're seeing things for what they are. We're seeing areas of life that need to be improved. And we are trying not to let that sticky, yucky stuff touch us. So we've got these fours. We've got this fortification. You've got a magical circle of protection around you, right? Around your aura. Your aura, I feel, is very strong right now, right? And when I get a feeling of an aura, usually I get kind of the aura impression when your aura is very wide open. And I say, well, it's very permeable right now. A lot of things are getting in. But no, with yours, I feel it's a solid force field. You know, I have like a solid color, very distinct lines, you know, and it wasn't always that way for you. Okay, we've got the Prince of Cups back here. It wasn't always that way. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. Tiny Bob Ross is going to be the guardian of the mystery card for us today. Happy little Bob. If you have a prediction for that card, put it down in the comments. We're going to look at it at the end. All right. Let's look around at the major arcana here. We've got these three. We've got the Empress, we've got Temperance, we've got the Magician. And the Magician in the environment, this is kind of, this is really a card of adaptation. This is the card of kind of knowing that you have to be in the world, but you don't have to be of the world, right? So the Seven of Cups is that situation that you're in right now, whether it's a particularly sticky situation or a particularly less than ideal situation at work, at home, at school, in your spiritual life, personal life, whatever. This is that situation that right now, it's kind of, it's something that you have to kind of endure. It's something that you can't just snap your fingers and it's different, right? This is something that you have to kind of be immersed in. Maybe this is a work situation or this is a temporary something that you're involved with. I don't know. There are all sorts of possibilities. But this is where you are right now, but you're not letting it touch you. You're not letting it influence you. Some of us can get into a bad situation and then we become bad too, you know? Some of us can be in a toxic environment and then we start becoming toxic. Some of us can be in, let's say, a very contentious work situation and then we become very conniving and contentious too. But not you. You're maintaining this aura, this wall of separation, this magical circle of protection around you, where you're not letting, if this is other people, if this is the situation itself, if this is a work environment or a home environment, you're not letting it drag you down, right? You still have this highest ideal, this Empress energy, this love, this success, this abundance. You're staying true to yourself even when you're in this environment that most people, I think, they would start taking on those qualities, those negative qualities, but not you. It wasn't always that way for you. Again, here is that Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups, I think, is that wide open, permeable aura. Okay, where there's not a lot of distinct lines, there's no really definable boundary, there's no edges to it. It's just kind of like things can seep in. Right? That if we steep ourselves in this toxic environment, then we become kind of toxic too. But this was the past, and I think that you've made some conscious changes, spiritually, energetically, and just in your life in a practical way. Part of this Temperance card, right? That you have you've built this circle of protection around you. Right? So you can be, again, in the world, but not of the world, that you can be immersed in this situation, but you're not steeped in it. Okay? You're focused on the highest ideal of love and bliss and abundance and happiness and togetherness and all this good Empress stuff. And on this Nine of Cups, you're still pursuing your happiness, you're still following your bliss, even when the environment around you right now is less than perfect. And the Temperance card, I think, is very important for that, because this is, again, this is the furnace. This is that kitchen. This is the heat of the kitchen, right? That it's there to test us. And it's kind of, because of the things that you've endured in your life, you've learned how to protect your energy. You've learned how to have that force field, that spiritual force field, that very solid aura around you, right? And I think that you've learned the hard way how to do that. We had that Prince of Cups, right? It wasn't always that way, but you learned how. And now that skill, really, that talent is serving you very well, because it's allowing you to focus on what's truly important to you, while, of course, with the Two of Swords here, while still working diligently to get out of this situation, right? You're trying to change the things that you can change, and you're trying to allow to pass those things that you can't change, right? But you're not just idling through. You're not just floating on this toxic river and just thinking, well, this is my life now. No, you're actively working toward your ideals of love and beauty and perfection and joy. And with the Empress energy, we know that what we give to life is what we're going to get back. So if you're putting out toxicity, right, that's what you're going to keep getting. You're putting out love and abundance and joy, and it's really just such a beautiful energy that you have right now. And that is what you're staying true to. You're not allowing yourself to be changed by this energy, by this situation, okay? That's part of the magician. The magician has the ability to enter into combination with anything, any other element, any other card, right? And can master that energy, can adapt to it, can really become indistinguishable from it. Again, you're in the world. You're in that group, you're in there, and from the outside, you're just lost in the mix, right? But the magician is able to keep itself separate, right? The magician can come through a situation like that and be unscathed. Still be itself, still be true, still be just Mercury, just Quicksilver, right? So there is an intense adaptability that's being asked of you right now. You're really immersed in this situation, and you're trying to do the very best you can, and you're trying to adapt to it. You're trying to navigate that situation on its own terms, right? It's not like you're in there really trying to oppose it and pushing against it. You're kind of working with what you have. You're working with and that's what the magician does. And the magician works with the materials that it has at its disposal. Yeah. So you're not sitting there lamenting and wishing something was different. You're saying, okay, this is the situation. This is what I am faced with. I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to make this I'm going to create a successful outcome here. And I'm going to get through this, and I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be, and in a way you will be changed by the situation, but you won't be changed for the worse, right? You won't be changed into something that you don't recognize. It's very intentional the way that we are moving forward here. Okay. The Three of Wands, this is in kind of the obstacle. And in some ways, this is that fire. This is like that fire energy, right? It's the only fire we have here. There's part of you that really wants to just take up arms against this thing, that wants to fight to the death for whatever this is. That you want to go in and you want to dismantle this. You want to come in, if this is that toxic, swamp, you want to come in and, and change that completely. So this is the obstacle for you, is to just kind of keep that circle of protection, do what you've got to do, take care of business, and then, of course, get out as soon as you can. But there is that noble, virtuous part of you that feels like you need to level this place so that no one else has to endure that, right? And I think this is the hard thing, is to not do that. Right? Because it feels right. And there's this virtuous part of you that wants to change this situation and change it from the inside out. Like, you feel kind of that you should be the one to finally put an end to this, whatever this is right now in your life, right? If it's a toxic work thing, then you kind of want to be the one to make the big issue, to raise the big issue, and to fix the problem, and whatever it is. Maybe it's kind of toxic management, maybe it's mismanagement, maybe it's unfair treatment. It kind of feels like it's your burden, your responsibility to be the savior here, okay? And not telling you what to do on that end, but I can see that it's difficult for you to kind of to not act on this virtuous impulse, but rather to just be fours, be calm, stable, steady, don't rock the boat, do what you got to do, focus on your goals, and keep that circle of protection around you, right? Let's do a Metatron Oracle card. I think maybe this will be useful right now, given the nature of this reading and the energy that we're in. Let's see what the Oracle is. pretty perfect. It's pretty perfect. Detach from drama, right? Look up. Detach from drama. If you look up in this reading, what do you see? You see the Empress. The Empress is your paradise. The Empress is the ideal life that you are after, right? That's what you have to look up. That's what you've got to see. Stay focused on this. Don't do anything to jeopardize this. You're following your bliss. You're doing the things that are going to be beneficial to your future and to your life. And I think in this case, yeah, we don't want to get attached to the drama. The Three of Wands is kind of saying, I need to jump into this drama and fix it. I think Spirit's saying, no, detach from that. Detach from the drama. Focus on your ideal. Look up at that Empress energy. Yeah, I want to look at that mystery card. I want to see, it could be some fire energy. It could be another Empress card. It could be another Nine of Cups. It might be the Lover's card, your power card, right? The card that rules the sign of Gemini. If you have a prediction, though, put it down in the comments here, okay? Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is kind of the impulsiveness that we are dealing with here. That we kind of feel, and you're one of those people. If you see somebody getting picked on, you see somebody that's getting jumped, like you're going to jump into that fight. This might not be your fight. And it seems like it's saying, don't do anything impulsive that's going to interrupt your progress, that's going to jeopardize your progress, your well-being, or your future, or the progress that you've made, or the ideal, that Empress energy, right? Look up to that. This is what the whole reading is about, is this Empress. Okay? And so the Page of Wands is sometimes, it's that energy that's just, it's really keyed up. It's really fired up about something. It's really moved by this and wants to do something about it. That's a breach of your magical protective circle, right? You may not realize that. That's you being moved. That's you being influenced by this situation. Moved to action that you probably, given some more time and some more thought, maybe wouldn't do. So that's a penetration of your aura there. Right? I think this is a good confirmation. This is something that if you do feel this impulse to jump in, take a step back first, detach from the drama, look up, think of that Empress, make your decision, and then choose your action carefully. Choose your response. Okay? Tarot's not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But this is the energy that we got right now. We're going to also do an extended reading. And if you want to stick around for the extended, there should be a link in the corner. There is one down in the video description. New readings for Gemini Mondays and Fridays, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.